Welcome back, everyone, to the Alaska Huskies franchise here in NHL 22. Currently 29-18. We're also going to be taking on the St. Louis Blues twice before we take on the Tampa Bay Lightning in CPU versus CPU action. We split our monthly matchup against the Blues. We beat them in the first matchup, lost in the second, and now we sit at 30-19. We are 9 games worse than the Tampa Bay Lightning, so this one will be a tough test. I feel like I say that constantly with our teams in our series, that it's always going to be a tough test, man. But you know, I only show matchups in games that will be tough tests. Bar tests, if you will. There's no reason to show teams that we would destroy, that have no sense in having matchup problems with, right? No reason to show that. That's no fun. We want to challenge ourselves. We want to see where we stack up against the best in the league. And Tampa Bay is one of those teams. So right off the get-go, Tampa Bay, some pretty good defense. We had a couple looks, but here comes Gaudreau. Kucherov pass to Stamkos, back to Victor Hedman, and he pounds it on in net. Unfortunately for Isaac Lopez, he just was no match for Victor Hedman. Slap shot there, and is 1-0 Tampa Bay. Now here comes John Borhoft, who loves that spot. He is so good in that spot, and he loves to go right side. He loves to go stick side. For Vasilevsky, it was his glove side. But man, John Borhoft seems to score a lot from that angle. Now here comes Vidar Lazendahl moving on in. Gets a shot on Vasilevsky, but the blocker save and a beauty. And it still remains 1-1. Here with 8:30 left to go. Here is Kucherov. Going to stop and pivot. And wow. Stop and pivot and wow. Oh my God. Just got absolutely beat right there. And Lopez was no match again. And here is another chance for the Lightning. Bobby Ryan picks up his own slap shot off the rebound. That's in. 16th goal for him, and it is now 3-1 going into the second period. Isaac Lopez has been no match. He's been our best goaltender. You know, Neil Till, I kind of favor Neil Till a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. No sugarcoating here. But, you know, Isaac Lopez has statistically been our better goaltender this season through gameplay and through simulations. So I am kind of surprised that it is 3-1 here early on. Here's Joe Thornton. Yeah, the Joe Thornton that we decided to let go and not sign back here to the club. Gave him a 1-year contract. He was good for what we needed him for. He was a veteran presence. We made the playoffs last season with this young team, and we let him go. But here he is with Tampa Bay, and he's scoring goals. He's got 6 on the season now. I think that was more goals than he scored with us all of last year. But late here in the second period, we got about 1:45 left to go, and our Huskies are just trying to get a good look. Here's Barnaby moving on in. He's not going to be able to get the shot off. Hawk, same thing. It's going to get tied up here. Here is Lyle back to Barnaby. He's going to try to get a shot off, but that's going to be blocked. And Vasilevsky's going to cover it up, ice it up, and it is 4-1. Lightning. Ugh, this is not good. Second intermission, we are going to the third period, guys. We're down by 3 goals. Jumping all the way here to about the 6-minute mark here. And we've got a lot of work to do. We basically have to score a goal a minute in order to win the hockey game 5-4. And I don't know if that's going to happen. Here is Kucherov moving in with a spin move. And that shot's going to get blocked. Bernard able to corral it. It's going to go all the way out here to Lazendahl. Moving on in is Vaskie and Riegelwood. Here comes Lazendahl with the pass, trying to do a little saucer pass. That's going to get blocked as well. Borhoff with a nice move, but Vasilevsky's going to make another save, and he has been rock solid in this one. Let's go to about 43 seconds left, and oh, what a huge hit. Get up off me. Oh, Matthew Hawk sending a message here, but I think the overall message has been sent. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they just took our lunch. 5-1 will be your final score, guys. Bobby Ryan with the second goal of the night for him. And that's going to do it for the Huskies. We're just not up to snuff, I guess, against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're just too good. Too much offense, really good goaltending. Just didn't have it, guys. Didn't have it. Especially in front of the hometown crowd. We couldn't get it done. That's disappointing. Well, back to the drawing board. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll shake this thing off. Maybe Neil Till. going to have to get the start against Minnesota. They actually outshot Tampa Bay. Think about that. They had 15 shots on goal, and 5 of those went in. Not a good percentage, not a good day for Isaac Lopez. And our defense didn't really play all that bad. Had a couple rebounds that probably should have gotten taken care of by our defense. But, yeah, 5 goals on 15 shot attempts. Not good. Not good. Could have been a lot better. But take a look here, guys, at our standings currently. The Kings and the Huskies fighting in that Pacific Division. You got the Avalanche and the Wild, the Lightning and the Red Wings. Man, the Lightning, I think that's at 84 points right now. They are just killing the entire National Hockey League. But we're hanging in there at 66 points, down by 5 points to the LA Kings. I think if we can get a nice win over the Minnesota Wild here on the road, another tough matchup. It's always tough matchups, like I said before. We're not going to show crappy games out here. If we can get a win, that would do us wonders, I think, to go into the next couple weeks of the season and be done with this year, make the playoffs. I think we definitely have that in sight. But we got to at least play a little less sloppy here. Kaprizov with the turnover there. Here is Lazenal missing a check, and he's going to skate all the way into the back of the net. And, oh, he's going to cut it back up the middle, but gets absolutely drilled. We got another attempt here by our offense. Here comes Taylor Jett moving on in. Oh, nice move. He's going to skate by 2 defenders. Nice shot there off the backhand, but can't put it home. Good save, good read by Minnesota. Now here is Bernard with the slap shot. Little snap shot. Not much of a slap shot. He didn't really wind up full bore there. But here is Josh Bernard again with another shot, and that one's going to go kick, save, and beauty. Was really hoping somebody was going to be right there and get a little quick goal, a little cheapy. About 8:24, Neil Till going to ice this. He's going to freeze it up. And Colley's not going to win the faceoff. Nice shot on Neil Till. But here we go, right in midair. And Rossi is going to bat this thing in midair, put it into the back of the net, and that is unfortunate, man. There's not much you can do about it. The guy that's going to hit the puck out of thin air like that, you got to give him some credit, right? John Borhoff moving in, weaving through the defense, getting a pass off to Taylor Jett. These two guys have teamed up quite often on that line number 2. I love this little pairing here between Jett and Borhoff. It's a nice little 1-2 punch here. But speaking of punches, we've already got a power play for Minnesota. We're trying to kill this penalty off. Vidar Lazendahl in the sin bin for a tripping call. Now Bunneman is getting called for an elbowing play on the boards. That's unfortunate because now we got to kill off 2 penalties. We do kill off the one. Lazendahl is back out on the ice. But Yannick here with a shot, and that's going to get blocked. And now here comes Foligno, and a shot off wide, missing the net entirely. Neil Till scrambling. Defense kind of collapsing a little bit. Oh, no. A deflection. Going to find its way in, and Max Domi. Power play goal, his 18th goal of the season. It's unfortunate, man. It sucks. And about 2 seconds left to go here in the first. We're just pounded this thing down the ice, trying to get it out of our own zone. Ugh. This is starting to trend, at least it's starting to feel like the Tampa Bay game. Like, this thing could get out of hand here. Minnesota's had some chances. They've got 11 shots on us. They're passing well. They're pretty much tying us up here in faceoffs. It's starting to get a little bit dicey. But Vidar Lazendahl with the slap shot right up the middle. He had a ton of areas to pick from. I love when the goalie squares you up. You can have so many spots to pick from right there, and Vidar goes top shelf. Actually, it rebounded off of his glove. So a little deflection goal there. Now here comes Atticus Barnaby taking some contact and then moving on in. He's got the big rig going. He's got close quarters as well. Man, Atticus Barnaby, you get him in close, he is so tough to stop. That big body, he reminds me of Jamie Benn. Do you guys know Jamie Benn? You should if you're a hockey fan, if you've been following the sport. But, man, he reminds me a lot of Jamie Benn right there. But 3-2 score at this point, and Neil Till, great save. Here's Lyle, passing here to Yannick, moving at past center ice, little fake shot, and, ooh, that's a nice attempt there by Yannick. Got to get this puck back to our blue liners. Here's Chapman, and here's back to Yannick, to Bunneman. He's going to take some contact, back to Chapman, over to Mata. He's going to slap this thing right on goal. We got Bunneman in the corner. Good job by Minnesota just to hang with us here. But now Foligno with the shot, and that shot's going to actually be blocked. Nice job, boys, and we are out of the second period with a lead. So just when I was talking about how this game was trending, kind of like Tampa Bay, it's now turned on a dime. 3-2 is your score. Huskies on top. Can we finish? That's the question. 23 shots on net. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the pressure going. Here's Vidar Lazendahl moving in from the circle. I love that play. Man, we were just moving it around. Just a real simple, simplistic offensive look there. And nobody was covering Vidar. Look at this. Everybody was in front of the goaltender. And man, Vidar puts it home. Here's Mata back to Chapman. Here's Vidar again from the circle. This time, the slap shot goes. That's a hat trick for Vidar Lazendahl. And early in the third period, we've now extended our lead 5-2. Look at this. Beautiful shot. Boom. And that was in front of some traffic, too. No wonder that was a hard puck to stop. But, oh, Chapman. Oh, I took control of him too late. And Vincent Trocheck going to score. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Going to be 5-3 with about 1:26 left to go at the game. Up by 2. They've got an empty net situation here. You got to play some good defense. Matt Zuccarello back to Eriksson Ek. The rebound. And then right in front of the goalie, right in front of Neil Till, is Matt Zuccarello. 15th goal on the season. And that is unfortunate because this seems to happen to us a lot. We get ourselves in these situations where we've got the win in the bag, but then they get that extra attacker out there, and it's like we stop playing defense, and our lead starts to dissolve. It's just crazy. But 12 seconds to go, and here's Kulikov passing it back up to Borhoff. No empty net now. We're at even strength. Borhoff just kind of circling, takes some good contact, but with 2 seconds left, yeah, this game's over. Nice job by Borhoff just to settle it down, get the win. Awesome job by our Huskies to get the dub. Oof, man, was it scary, though, for a little while. There. 5-4 is your final score. Neil Till gets the win. He always seems to get wins in gameplay, but in simulation, he is absolutely awful. And I have yet to figure out why. Why does Neil Till suck in simulation? I don't get it. But Isaac Lopez, he's like an 81 overall right now. He gets mad progression in simulation, so I don't really understand it. But, man, do we have a pretty good offensive showing, right? 4 goals against Neil Till, but a lot of those came late. Vidar Lazendahl, what's to say about him, man? A hat trick today? I love it. I love it. So we sit at 31-20. We're going to simulate a few games here and get up into the trade deadline. And we're going to go into the trade deadline to see if we can find any moves that we could possibly make. And namely, I'm looking at possibly acquiring a goaltender. Yes, I'm thinking about moving on from Neil Till and possibly putting Isaac Lopez as our backup because it just doesn't seem to be working out for us. Now, we do get an offer here for Claude Giroux, for Seth Colley, and a couple draft picks from Seattle. Another pick from Anaheim. At that point, they hold one. And I'm not really interested in that, so we decline it. I'm actually interested in acquiring Ben Bishop, goaltender for Dallas, and it's just we don't have anything that Dallas wants, so that trade's not going to work. But now this one for Brock Nelson and Sorokin, I'm thinking about it. I mean, take a look at the overalls. Brock Nelson's like an 86. Yeah, we're paying him a lot, $6 million, but Sorokin, 84. He's got 21 wins this season, 903 with a 299. He's respectable. I think he would be an immediate upgrade over what we have. But I ultimately decline this trade because what happens is Isaac Lopez would have to be moved down because Neil Till would have to then be cut or placed on waivers, and he would then immediately be picked up by someone, and I just can't allow that to happen. I want my guys, I want my custom players to stay within this franchise, and we're just not able to do it. Now, take a look at what happens here. So if you guys remember, we traded Corey Jaguar to Detroit for draft picks, remember, in the Hunter Vaskie draft? Well, Corey Jaguar just got traded away from those Detroit Red Wings over to Calgary. So an interesting move there at the deadline. Now, Corey Jaguar, who is a part of our organization, he is now with Calgary. He's not going to end up being on the NHL team. He will still be down in AHL, but he is seeing some nice progression. He's about a 78 overall goalie at this point, and he's looked like he's going to be pretty solid. Just give him a few more seasons, and he'll probably make a big impact. But moving on here, in March, we actually went 9-6. Not the greatest record, right? But it's good enough because we're 43-25, and we are currently sitting in second place in the Pacific Division, only down by 1 point to the LA Kings. We actually do have the best offense in the entire National Hockey League. We have over 276 points scored, but our goals against is also the highest in the NHL. Not a very good way to go about your business, but when you're scoring as many goals as we are, I mean, can you really complain? 276 goals. I think the next highest was like 250? So we're outscoring the entire league, or the second most, I should say, by like 20 some goals. That's ridiculous. But as far as the entire league goes, we've got the Lightning, the Penguins, the Jets, the Canes, the Kings, the Huskies, top 10 looking team, the Avs, the Blue Jackets, and the Canadiens. Sabres, Oilers, Canucks, Kraken, Red Wings all look to possibly make the playoffs here, or at least they're in a good position to do so. We will get a win here against Nashville, win against Calgary, and now going up against Winnipeg, I'm debating on whether or not I want to play this game or not. But as you can see, we have 99 points. They have 105. We can't really catch them, especially with how many games that are left. So we can't really catch them. We could tie if Winnipeg loses all 3 games that are left on their season, but it's just kind of pointless at this point. So let's just go ahead and simulate the rest of the regular season, see where we end up. And we actually do beat Winnipeg, and we will beat St. Louis. We'll lose to Chicago in a shutout, so not the best way to end your season, but we finished the year sitting at the top of the Pacific Division with 103 points total, 47-26-9 as your final record, 296 goals scored. We came 4 short of 300. I'd love to know what the record is in a season as far as team goals go. I would love to know that. But in the Western Conference, we actually finished 6 points behind the Winnipeg Jets. I'm fine with it. We won our division for the first time ever in franchise history. And take a look at our offensive production. Take a look at these guys. Jet, Vaskie, Riegelwood, Borhoft, Lozendahl. All 5 of these players had over 90 points scored. But Taylor Jett had an insane season. I never saw this coming. Like, if we look at his career statistics, I mean, you can take a look at what he was producing. I didn't think that he was ever going to take that next step in this league. Like, look at 36, 53, 99. That's almost double of the production that he had last season. Crazy. Now, Hunter Vaskie, you knew that he had all the potential in the world. 82 points down there in the QMJHL, but 98 points total, not a bad season at all. Leon Riegelwood posting 94 this season, 24 power play points, 9 of those being power play goals. Love to see it. I think we've pretty much figured out our core of this team. Yeah? Our big five guys. 5 guys, burgers, and fries? No, I don't know. But yeah, you need to have a solid group of elite talent. You need to have a solid group of guys that, you know, just put the skates on, put the helmet on, and go. Like Matthew Hawk, Trenton Grell, Chapman, Bernard. Like, we have those dudes as well. It's not like we're just a pure offensive team. But, you know, you need a guy like John Borhoft. You need a guy like Vidar Lazendahl. Guys that are just going to put the puck in the back of the net, make plays. These types of players. You need this to happen. But Barnaby, Oliver, I think we found our core. Isaac Lopez, 35-18-5 this season. Neil Till just didn't get as much action. I think it's safe to say that Neil Till is kind of solidified himself as a backup goaltender at this point. But take a look at Juice Boxer, 90 points this year. Bazopany over 49 goals. I mean, my goodness. Brock Kiesler, 29-30. Albatross had a good offensive showing for a defenseman. So our AHL guys have been able to produce as well. But I really wish their overall rating would have gone up a little bit more than they have been. Juice Boxer's up to like a 71, I think. Bazopany's around that same area. Really would have liked them to see some more progression. But as far as the NHL playoffs go, the Stanley Cup Finals are ready to go. We've got the Huskies against the Canucks. We've got the Kings against the Oilers. So a lot of Pacific teams there on the western side of things. Our AHL affiliate did not make it, so the Tucson Roadrunners are going to be eliminated from AHL playoff contention. We've also got the Jets, the Kraken, the Blackhawks, the Avalanche on the western side. Eastern side, I'm really eyeing the Red Wings and the Lightning. I think those guys are going to be the two teams that I'm most anxious to face, maybe if we get to the finals. We made the Western Conference Finals last season, but hopefully we take that next step and get to the Stanley Cup Finals this year. And then we can say we successfully rebuilt that franchise. So guys, that is it for the video. Leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching, and peace.